Much amused. We are live. Stay in tune for this matchup here. We're going to make it quick, short, and simple as we see Madden Stars matchup. We have Madden Stars MVP Russell Wilson going against Madden Stars Super Bowl 53, if I'm not mistaken, champions. Madden Stars Super Bowl champions, Atlanta Falcons. So more to say, we got this matchup going. And if you don't know Madden Stars, here in Fizzleman Picks Lounge, as you can see by the controller, Fizzleman picks the Atlanta Falcons to take this game. And you see it's an even match, fun game. And let's go into this to talk more about, like I said, Madden Stars is about real life superstars you see in front of you, which we talk about the real life NFL, but also Madden Stars, the game itself. You feel me? And we about to get this history telling you, as Russell Wilson is our MVP coming into the season from last year season. MVP Russell Wilson, as in real life last year Lamar Jackson, who was an earlier faction and is going on to the AFC Championship game. And that's just to let you know we have MVPs and the talk. And let's see how this goes in Madden Stars. See if Russell Wilson MVP faction would take note, just like Lamar Jackson did. Taking down Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes and them boys. And that's a funny one. Thought the Chiefs would have it, but it couldn't be stopped, because as Lamar and the Ravens took them down, it will be the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And then we have this matchup to see who's going to take on Green Bay Packers. And we highlighting more to say. In real life, the Atlanta Falcons is not it. In real life. And more to go say, it's crazy they here. They have a woke Julio Jones, I guess, if you would say. And then we have MVP Russell Wilson, who could go on a tear. Yeah. And not to mention another MVP, Patrick Mahomes, coming into our season next year. He'll be our MVP. So let's go.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And when you review his performance last week in the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his...
And more history note, if you can hear me well and spoke, we getting this mic going. Yeah, I don't really come in this segment and talk. Like, this is like a little commercial break to me. And even if I say so. So now I say so. Yeah, these guys played earlier, I believe, the first game, and the Falcons blew them out earlier. So this may goes to the Falcons in Madden Stars. But if you would want to say what happened in real life, I honestly believe the Seahawks won that game in real life. And like that, it ain't the Seahawks, it ain't the trash Atlanta Falcons, it's Madden Stars, Seattle Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Number 21.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Ryan sacked.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Matt Ryan sacked. A fumble.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
28-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
To pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Ryan's back.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Seahawks, nothing.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Gain of 9. Brings up third.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Falcons 3, Seahawks 0.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
Terrell on the coverage.
To throw again, Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That ties the game at 3-3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, it's Hill, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
37-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Ryan. A slant to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Not much there, only a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Underneath here to Hill. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 6, Seahawks 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to.
And it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll make it third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
Now it's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 6-6.
The game 6-6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They're on 22-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and
looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
47-yard line.
Now Hill. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Jaron Reed.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Falcons 6.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
28-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to eliminate the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their
Seattle now ready to got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. The call for a fair at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up second.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Ryan gets this one to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
Ryan will throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
Pass complete to Hayden Hurst. An 8-yard pickup. And the Falcon 1st down.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Ryan, wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Here's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson.
Wilson's pass.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 61 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
13.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Atlanta.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. They go play action with Ryan. Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards.
What a nice. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Chris Carson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Draw play. This is Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run for it with Carson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
On second down now, it's Carson, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's Wilson on the option, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they're just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On first and 10, it's Ryan. That one complete to Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down, Atlanta.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Again, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First down, Falcon.
Throwing again, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Falcons 13.
Seahawks. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
To throw is Ryan. They set up the screen to Hill. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Falcons offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First down.
Now Ryan on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jared Reed, his second sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Underneath here to Hill. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A gain of 6 there on first. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. And that'll be caught, hauled in by Christian Blake. And he'll go down at the 28. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Throwing now is Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Now Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ryan to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.